Whoa. Whoa. The gimbal doesn't work. Why is that crooked? You guys. Good morning. We're here in beautiful Encino where they have found a body on the ground. I can't get my gimbal to work. There we go. There we go. So we're here in Encino, California, where sadly someone is passed away, it looks like. Wait. Should we go interview the police and see what happened? Should we see if we can get an interview here? It's at the JP Morgan building. We're at the JP Morgan building. Let's go talk to these officers and ask them what might have happened this morning. But we have a body on the sidewalk here. Right there is the body. You were notified this morning of a YouTube? We're here at the JP Morgan building, beautiful apartments upstairs. I can't even get my morning coffee without finding a body. I mean, this is where we're at in LA. This is where we're at in LA. I can't even get morning coffee without finding a body. Wonder if somebody fell off the building. Whoever that is looks pregnant. Bill Crosby, why live in such a terrible place? Actually, this is a very terrible place. It's way too early to argue with anybody. I don't have my coffee in me. You see what I'm saying? Bill Crosby. Can I ask you a question, Bill? Serious question. Let's have a civil debate. Or let's not debate. I just want to ask you a question. Where do you live, Bill? Can you tell me what state you live in? Just as a curiosity. What state do you live in, Bill? You live in Colorado. Okay. Let's crunch the numbers, Bill. Let's crunch the numbers. Who has a higher murder rate per capita? California or Colorado? Colorado has a higher murder rate than California, Bill. So, Bill, do you want to try again? Bill, Colorado has a higher murder rate than California. Do you want to try again? And I'm having a civil conversation with you right now. Why do you live in such a terrible place, Bill? Yeah, but Bill, you're not answering the next question. Why do you live in such a terrible place, Bill? Because I'm more likely to be murdered if I come live next to you, Bill. So why would I want to come live in such a terrible place, Bill? Please answer the question, Bill. We're having a conversation with Bill in Colorado, who wants to know why I live in such terrible places. I'm looking at a body on the sidewalk. But Bill happens to live in a state that has a higher murder rate than where I live. So I'm asking Bill, why he lives in such a terrible place. Just curious. Bill, Don Pelton, what state do you live in? All these people that say California is a terrible place. Recently, I saw someone from South Carolina say the same thing. South Carolina has double the murder rate of California. But all you guys sitting in all your states out there where you're twice as likely to be murdered than I am, telling me that I live in a dangerous place. So, can somebody help me out with that? Now there's a safe guy in Australia. Now this is a safe guy. Let's go see if we can get a soundbite from the officers. We know it's cut off. Let's just see if... I got to get coffee this morning. If you're new to the YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And if you're not new to the YouTube, welcome back. Anyway, don't bother the officers. Why would I not bother the officers? You fucking First Amendment crushing on the First Amendment motherfucker. Why in the fuck would I not go ask the officers what's happening? Did we stop having journalism, Bear? What's your name? Barrera 1111. Do these guys look busy? They've been standing around for an hour doing nothing. So why should I not bother the officers? We're gonna get a soundbite from the officers. You know what I mean? We're gonna get a fucking soundbite. We want to know what happened. This is our neighborhood. We live here, so we can ask the question. It's not an unfair question to ask. Good morning, officer. My name's Tim. I live in the neighborhood. I'm also a professional independent journalist. Is there anything we can find out, or is it just homeless, or something bad happened or anything? It's an ongoing investigation. Just sad to see outside of a hospital. You know what I mean? I had a vertigo attack last year. I work on roofs sometimes during Christmas. Those guys saved me, man. I got a vertigo attack up in the hills. I know. I'm going to be very careful walking away right now, right here. And you guys stay safe and have a great morning. So it's an ongoing investigation. Now, normally these are clean sidewalks in Encino, so you don't normally see homeless. There's literally like, for this whole like 8-mile stretch right here, there's like 3 regular homeless. So you don't see normally homeless people here. So I don't know if this is a murder. I think it's a murder. The cops aren't going to tell me what's going on. They're still waiting for the coroner. They're still waiting for the detectives. They're still waiting to find out what the hell's going on themselves. I tried to ask him if it was just a homeless person who passed, because that's pretty common in LA, because there's 75,000 people living on the street. So I run into about 2 or 3 homeless dead people a year personally, where I just make the call, hey, this guy's dead, come get him. But this is not a homeless spot. This is not where somebody would be sleeping in LA. There are certain areas where they just keep that shit clean, you know what I'm saying? It's not a murder. I'm not reading the chat. Hard-hitting journalism right there. Aren't you the one that didn't want us to... why the fuck are we putting up with Barrera here? You're the one who didn't want us to bother the police, right? You're the communist who doesn't want to have a First Amendment. Isn't that right? Let me 86 you real quick. You're in timeout. Bye, Barra. Goodbye, Barra. Whoever the fuck you were. See ya. Anyway, Encino, California. I haven't even got my morning coffee. I haven't even fed my feral cat. Let's go feed Luna. First Amendment's pretty important. Yeah, it's pretty important. Anyway, if you're a knucklehead, subscribe to the channel. If you're a good person, subscribe to the channel. If you're a piece of shit, please subscribe so we can roast the fuck out of you every time we go live. We love doing it. If you support communistic Trump, subscribe to the channel so we can roast the fuck out of you. Yeah, Dean, Luna, I haven't even got, I fucking still got to feed Luna. I still got to get coffee at Holly's Donuts. And I'm just trying to see what this body is. 5 p.m. in London. Awesome, Tootie. Awesome, Tootie. You can use your First Amendment in my chat, but if you're Barry, who cried like a little bitch and said, don't bother the cops, and then after we did interview the cops, said, oh, that was terrible, well, then you will lose your First Amendment right to speak in this fucking chat for being completely and absolutely fucking hypocritical, communistic, and retarded. But for the most part, I let you hang around. Shout out to JP Morgan, right? Exactly. Look at the neighbors upstairs are like, did that guy fall off our balcony at the party last night? Thank you, Tootie. Would you like to moderate? I could probably let you do that here if you'd like. Appreciate you well, yeah, I'm tired of the people, and not all the cops, but some of the cops also try to suppress it. Okay, let's be honest. Okay, thank you, Tootie. Let's break it down, okay? I need to leave. Oh, I can drive actually, in live. Never mind. All right, let's stay live. Let's break it down here, you guys. Let's break it down. I forgot we're on YouTube. Okay, so there's your body, blah, blah, blah. It's the same people who were sucking on their fucking gun barrels. Let's break it down. The same motherfuckers who were sucking on their gun barrels for 8 years under the Obama administration. Second Amendment. They couldn't even, this is what it sounded like when they said Second Amendment with their gun barrel in their mouth. Second Amendment. That's what it sounded like with their gun barrel in their mouth that they were sucking on. And now all of a sudden, they hate the First Amendment. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that? Every one of you fucking Second Amendment sucking on the barrel of your gun motherfuckers for 8 years. That's all we heard from you motherfuckers. What Second Amendment? And now, all of a sudden, just like that, every one of you motherfuckers want to step on the First Amendment. It's like you can't even count to 2. It's like you motherfuckers can't even count to 2. What the fuck's going on with you motherfuckers? It's crazy. Anyway, let's impeach that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Impeach that motherfucker. Hey, you guys, that's it. Subscribe to the channel. This is fun. This is why America's great right here. Our apps let us drive around on live dangerously. Well, you can't do that in China. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on TikTok, by the way, in about 90 minutes. my account becomes unrestricted at 10:41 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm not going to be able to sit here and cuss at all you guys anymore. Legend of the Potato. Fuck Donald Trump is right. It's nice to see you in here. Legend of the Potato. If this is the one and only. I was just looking at the interview I did of you 3 years ago, and I still haven't made a video of that yet. Apologies. But I was turned on to First Amendment auditing by the Legend of the Potato, driving out of a post office. And, you know, I didn't take the bait necessarily. I actually got out of the car and begged her for an interview, and she was delightful. And we talked for about 10 minutes on camera, and I still haven't made a video. But that's when I first met First Amendment auditors. That was the first time, in 2022, actually. And Dean, right above you there, that's the Legend of the Potato. That is a legendary First Amendment auditor, was actually shot in the course of protecting the First Amendment. And I watch a lot of her stuff. Probably most of it, actually. But yeah, we're in the process right now of just every fucking Trump fucking sucking on a gun barrel motherfucker who couldn't fucking stop talking about their Second Amendment being taken away. They just fucking threw the First Amendment right in the trash every time I go to fucking hold the police accountable or just interview the police. I wasn't holding those officers accountable. I was fucking asking them what's happening. There's a dead body in the street. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Oh, thank you, Legend of the Potato. I am subscribed to you already. I'm glad that this For You came into your page, probably because I was standing around cops. I don't know how the algorithms work on YouTube, because I'm mostly on TikTok. But I watch all of your stuff on YouTube, for sure. I see your new area has been up in, I know that plaza up there where you've been lately. I know that area well. But y'all, I'll plug you in my TikTok later where I have more followers. I don't think you're on TikTok though. TikTok's a very sensitive app for this kind of shit. Anyway, now I can go get my coffee and feed my feral cat. We're going to feed our feral cat Luna right now as we roll down. Yeah, it's a good neighborhood, Legend, too. It's really a good spot because I hate rich people for the most part, too. Except for, I mean, listen, there are some nice ones, but they're few and far between in LA to find those people. But yeah, you know, watching you humble these people who, like, the reason Legend's awesome is because I've been fucking not yelling at cops, but okay, yelling at cops. These motherfucking rich people get to drive around without a front license plate on their fucking car aesthetically, to make their car aesthetically pleasing, but they fucking aren't held accountable. I take the front plate off of my car and I'll be fucking pulled over 3 times before I get to the coffee shop. But if you're rich, you don't have to have a fucking front plate. You don't have to have any fucking plates if you're rich. It's a fucking joke, man. I don't hate pretty people because then I would have to hate myself, and I don't want to do that. That's a joke, by the way. As I'm trying to read the chat and drive, I'm realizing why it is dangerous to drive and live. So I got to be honest. I can't be reading the chat while I'm driving. I should put the phone up in the problem with YouTube is they have a shaky camera, and I'm holding my stabilizer for a smooth shot. Yeah, exactly, Legend of the Potato. I love the channel name, of course. I love that you point that out in all your videos. You point out that there's no front license plate every time you see a rich person. That just makes me fucking insane that they get to do shit. I mean, there's just two fucking, it's a fucking We're second-class citizens to the rich. Are you holding a camera while driving? I am. I'm holding a stabilizer. A stabilizer is holding the camera. I'm holding the stabilizer. I'm driving, and I'm reading the smallest fucking print ever. This is worse than drinking and driving. In Ohio, we don't need a front plate. Yeah, a lot of states like that, but what happens here in LA is you do have to have two plates, but if you're rich and you have a Tesla, specifically a Tesla, but any nicer high-end Mercedes and on you can go about the cars, you can tell when someone's rich or not by the car they're driving. They don't put a front plate on their car because they're entitled rich pieces of shit. They're kind of like Donald Trump, basically. Like if you saw him driving a Tesla down the road, there would not be a front plate, trust me. There was a rich dude in a car right there with a flat tire. I don't want to fix it. Anyway, I was just stopping to show a dead body. I love that Legend of the Potato saw the live. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate that. I am building up the YouTube in anticipation of bad things happening with TikTok. I don't get to cuss out fucking bad people on TikTok either, so actually I saw the video Legend of the Potato maybe a month ago when you were covering a dead body yourself. That was on the freeway down by Dodger Stadium, and it was one of the funniest videos you ever see. If you go to her page, you can probably find it in the archive somewhere there. And the cops kept trying to cover the body, and every time they would pull the sheet, it would either uncover the foot on the body or the hand on the body or something. I can't remember. But you look down, there's a blanket over this body on the freeway, and there's just a foot and an ankle sticking out. Oh, thank you, Legend of the Potato. Thank you. It's at Tim Pingle here and TikTok. I appreciate that. I'll definitely promote you on my TikTok over to the YouTube channel. I'm building this up now, so I'm starting to get a little bit of momentum here on YouTube. Matt Reed, I think you might be retarded, Matt Reed. Driving while you're on the phone, how does that make someone entitled? Fuck, I just don't follow that, Matt Reed. I just don't follow what you're saying, brother. I just don't follow it. Crunchy Paw. We're about to go feed Crunchy Paw Luna right now. I don't know if any entitled rich people drive around the city feeding cats in dead-end alleys. I mean, I don't think that's something people do. In fact, let's just come off the gimbal. And, I ain't got to prove myself, but we're about to feed Luna, you guys. And what the hell? You guys can come along for the ride. Welcome to Luna's house. I've been driving. You guys just saw how long it takes. I've been driving 8 miles to come feed a cat for over 2 years. I do have someone that comes a few times a week with me. This is her dead-end alley. The food's in the trunk. You're gonna see me get in these bushes right now and feed my cat. And hopefully there's a sighting. Let's see if we see her. Luna. This is Luna's area. Welcome to Luna's house. Let's feed this baby. Let's feed this baby cat. This is super exciting. She's in here. Let's see if you guys can see her. Hi, Luna. Hi, baby. Hi, Luna, baby. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while, honey. How are you? I'm gonna put some food up on your shelf, but I'm also gonna leave some down here, okay, babe? Don't run. Hold on. Here it is, hon. I'm gonna put some on your little shelf there, okay? All right, Luna? I'm gonna put some on the shelf. I'll put some water. Here's your water. Here. I'm gonna put it on the shelf, Luna. Don't run, babe. Luna, right here. Luna. I'm gonna put it on the shelf here. Okay, babe. Let me put some water out, honey. All right, Luna, you're all set. All right, sweetheart. You're good to go. Luna Boona. She is a good girl. You guys, that is a 12 to 14-year-old feral cat. I've been feeding her since she was a baby. This is my old apartment. I lived right in the apartments for fucking 14 years. So she's 14. She's at 14 years old. And she's been living in this fucking alley the entire time. There's also like a hippie property. She lives in these backyards and these yards over here to the right. And there's a big old fucking hippie property on the other end, on the other side, where there's a bunch of campers and boats and old RVs and shit. And I think that's like her fucking stomping grounds, you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Tina. Oh, Tina, I've been taking care of a lot of cats. She's not the only feral one, but she's currently the only outdoor feral that I feed. But I had to move, so it's a long drive to feed her now. It's not, I can't just walk outside and feed her. I let her sleep in my garage for years, man. During the winter, I would crack my garage door so she could come in. I had a heating pad for her. She's old, man. Yeah, sounds good. Legend of the Potatoes. Talk to you later. Appreciate it. Everything you do, actually. Exactly. When I do drive by the Glen Center a lot, so I'll be looking for you when I'm driving by. I already have been looking for you up there. I just haven't seen you yet. Distracted driving is distracted driving. Yeah, I put the phone on the clip now. I'm not holding it anymore. But you see how shaky the camera is if you don't have the stabilizer on it? I don't disagree, you guys. Distracted driving is distracted driving. It's not entitled driving, whoever that knucklehead was. And you see people walking with their dogs and shit, but I'm reading your little fucking 16th, 32nd of an inch fucking text. Listen, you guys started this. Oh no, I started this. Huh? Just kidding. We've never taken anybody to feed Luna with us before. That was our first live Luna feeding ever, because you can't do it on TikTok. That was an exciting moment. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. I'll tell you right now, let me put a plug out. I do it 4 days a week. And I found the most wonderful lady and family who She volunteered her time. She goes the other 3 days and does it, but she lives kind of close. But her son used to be in all the movies. Like her son Ridge Canopy is an actor. Like if you watch the newest version of the Bad News Bears, he plays Tanner, or the little kid, Toby, is that his name? Anyway, he's been in a lot of movies. But his mom, Marcy, is a fucking blessing to Luna. Because when I fucking had to leave that apartment through a court battle because they wanted to remodel the building, they had to pay me to leave and shit. I was devastated because my cat Luna, I was like, what am I gonna do? And then I just realized, well, you're gonna drive and you're gonna fucking feed her. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna just keep feeding her until she dies. And she has been alive for the last 2 years. I haven't been there, and I have not stopped feeding her, and I will never stop feeding her. And this is the greatest donut shop on fucking in LA right here. Oh, Dean, thank you, brother. Dean just bought my coffee, man. Dean, you're the man, dude. Dean just bought my coffee. Now let's go get the greatest coffee in the world, you guys. Dean, thank you, brother. Good morning. You guys, thank you, Dean. Oh, GC, thank you. Fuck, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. You guys just bought my coffee and donuts. You guys, let me show you. We were just talking about the Teslas. Look at this. This is a purple Tesla. A purple Tesla. Fucking GC, thank you. Thank you. James, that is an excellent point. That is an excellent point. But here, this is what we were talking about. Remember we said that specifically the Teslas don't have front license plates? Let me show you. Look at the front of this Tesla. See that? They don't have front license plates on them. There's nowhere to even attach it. So, that's the deal with that. Thank you, GC. Thank you, Dean. You guys are having breakfast for me, and me and Luna are eating breakfast at the same time. I haven't seen Luna in so long, you guys. It was like fate that she was sitting up on the fence waiting. We love it. We fucking love it. I'm gonna go on my TikTok, you guys, probably, and YouTube again later. I have to go. Well, I don't have to do anything. I'm gonna eat my donuts and shit, and then I go find my next location. And Luna did look good, Dean. She's like fucking 14 years old. She looked good. She can still climb a fence, you know? I built that little shelf you saw there so she could eat up there because coyote, by the way, you guys, and this is true story. I'll show the videos at some point. Coyotes fucking circle that alley nightly. So she doesn't like eating on the ground. She's been fucking dodging coyotes. Let me just put it to you this way. We've had up to 7 or 8 feral cats living in that alley at one time in the past. The coyotes got every one of them except Luna. Because Luna is basically a fierce warrior. Yeah, donuts, coffee, and shit. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, I just don't know. I'm moving on to my next location. I have to send a couple of emails that I didn't do yet, and then I have to decide on a couple of things. I'm a little discombobulated. I wasn't even supposed to be live yet, but I saw a body. You guys, I fucking saw a body on the street. She is a straight up survivor, Dean. You guys, my donuts and coffee was $7.25, and I want to thank Dean and GC, for the donations because you guys just paid for my breakfast, and it is with peace and love that I say, fuck yeah, that's awesome, man. And if anybody that's still in here, if you'd like to subscribe to the page, you can, but we'll be on TikTok at Tim Pingle in about an hour. And then maybe we'll do a double stream. I might get one of those things that holds both phones. I might just start double streaming YouTube, TikTok with the double phone hold. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to that fucking little electronics store and get a double phone holder so I can double stream. So I'll be back on YouTube and TikTok today. And nice park job. Don't make fun of my park job, okay? Yeah, I did park like an asshole. But that's because I'm an asshole. But with that said, I'll see you soon.